Guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here. Today, guys, I'm reviewing Back to the Future Part 2, and in case you guys want to check out the Back to the Future 1 review I did, I'll leave a link in the description, a little iCard, but soon I will be reviewing Part 3, so look out for that. Like I said, I'll try to watch the Back to the Future trilogy every May for some reason, don't ask me why, but, so Back to the Future Part 2 is, probably I would say the most like culturally relevant one, I would say, because I always see like all the future sequences in this movie referenced at like Marty's outfit, like his future jacket and his holographic hat or whatever. That's really in the pop culture, but this and the first one I would say pop culture wise is on the same level, but to be honest, this is probably my least favorite of the trilogy. No, don't get me wrong, this movie is still pretty good, but you can definitely feel how it's the middle part of a story, and you can tell they were using this movie to jump off for the third one, which is fine, but I don't know, it just feels a little incomplete there for me at least, but don't get me wrong, this movie is still absolutely great. So, pretty much Marty and Duck have to go to the future to fix, Marty's kids, because, apparently they get in trouble or whatever. So, that's kind of the story, but then it kind of turns into this whole thing where, old Biff steals a sports magazine from, like, everything from, like, 1950 to, like, 2000 or something like that. So, and he gives it to his younger self back in 1955, so he becomes like a millionaire in this this alternate 1985, and it's just a really bad future because then pretty much the whole town's run by Biff, which is not too good, but also this picks it right after the first one, so Doc should have probably came back like a week later and be like, Marty, because he's literally got a time machine, but, so like I said, you can definitely feel how this is the middle chapter of a story, but it's just amazing to me how this whole trilogy feels so coherent, and, part of that, like I said, is due to, part 2 and part 3 being written and, filmed at the same time, but, the way that the first one also feels coherent, it's just, amazing how lightning really struck twice there, the dialogue, the screenplay, everything's just amazing, and I would actually probably say that, my favorite part of this movie is actually the ending. That ending is so good. Whenever you see the DeLorean time travel back in time to 1885 after it gets struck by lightning, then you see the guy that pulls up in the car and he's like, "We had this letter for you since 1885," and that's just honestly like such a good ending. But like what I said though, it kind of feels like this is just in between stuff trying to get us to the Western theming for the third movie, but the whole future sequence, which is like half the movie, is absolutely amazing. I love seeing the 2015, even though it's really inaccurate, but there is still some stuff that's similar. Like I think they actually do have self-lacing shoes now, which is pretty cool, but it's cool seeing, older Marty and, Jennifer and all them in the future, and, like seeing Jaws 19 in, like, holographic 3D. And, of course, I would probably say this is even more of a classic DeLorean than, like, the first one, because, this one can fly, and it's not, nuclear, it has Mr. Fusion thing on it, but, I don't know what it is about this movie, but, like, the whole, time travel, like, back to 1955 and, trying to get the book from Biff, and, I don't know, it kind of really just slows and slugs down the movie for me, but, like, don't get me wrong, like, it's kind of cool seeing everything from, like, an alternate view of angle of everything from the first movie, I guess, but, I don't know, it just kind of feels long and drawn out, especially that car chase with Biff and the hoverboard. Let me just say the hoverboard is awesome, but I don't know, it just kind of feels long and drug out to me personally, and a little bit boring, but I could, for me though, I really see how, they just kind of wanted to use this as like a stepping stone to kind of get to that third one, which I know I say that a lot, but that's really what it feels like. But it's all right, because that the whole future part of this movie is awesome. I love seeing the future of Hill Valley and everything, but I don't know, the whole kind of most of the last half of the movie, except for the ending. Like I said, the ending's amazing, and then Marty goes back to the 1955 dock and he passes out, but I don't know, like, it's just kind of empty for me, but don't get me wrong, this is still a classic movie. Like, this movie, if you have to watch the entire trilogy, and if you watch all these movies back to back, it doesn't really feel like that. Like, it kind of feels like, just one super long movie, which, it's all right, but if you're just kind of watching this one on its own, yeah, it's not really the best, but if you're watching them in tandem with each other, it is absolutely fantastic, which, and then that third one really makes up for this one, which I know a lot of people seem like they like this one better than the third one. The third one's kind of like for them, but for me, I really love the third one, and, this one right here is good too, but just not my favorite, but, I think I'm going to give Back to the Future Part 2 a 7.8. It's still good, but like not as good as the other two. Like, I gave the first Back to the Future a perfect 10, but I'm gonna give this one a 7.8 because that whole past thing, them trying to get the sports analytics book from Biff in the 1955. I don't know, it just really kind of bogs it down for me. But other than that, though, this movie's is still a classic, from 1989. But expect my review for Back to the Future Part 3 pretty soon because I absolutely love that one. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts about the movie down below. What would you guys rate it? And how would you look at it, out of the series as a whole? But check out my Twitter and Discord, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.